Hello guys and welcome to another best of 3 from the tournament Spring Cup. Here we'll watch the semi-final best of 3. It's played between elamaunt and Jandy, which uses another nickname here. Basically Jandy has managed to get through his bracket pretty easily. He has won all the previous games 2-0, and all of those games were pretty short and one-sided. I didn't even want to record them. So let's get started with this best of 3. Orc mirror again. We had previously an orc mirror between elamaunt and wolf. Now he plays against Jandy in the semi-finals. In the left, on the meeting of minds, we have elamaunt with orcs. A great map for the start or for at the end. A very good deciding map. Pretty balanced. Elamaunt starts with the boys' hut, generator, 2 slugger boys, probably Big Mac. No, this time he goes for the shooter boys. If I'm not mistaken, against wolf he went for the Big Mac. On the right, MauGan, this nickname being used by Jandy. Also known as creative, I'm not sure, maybe he did not use the nickname Jandy for a while. So you might know him under the nickname creative, and he is an elder player, plays well with orcs too. The thing is that elder were banned on this cup by the organizer. Nice map control for both players, both with the same opening, only the cap order is a bit different. And it looks to be a bit faster for Jandy. Big Mac will easily deal with these shooter boys. I'm not sure where are elamaunt's shooter boys. Oh, on the other side. So they are doing the same things with the shooter boys as well. Elamaunt's slugger boys went to tie up this as well. This squad of shooter boys. And nice focus from Jandy's Big Mac on the elamaunt's shooter boys. He managed to kill plenty of them. I think 4 shooter boys from this squad have died from that Big Mac already. Some weird teleport from elamaunt, but it looks like it was a good idea. Thanks to also this LP2, elamaunt also manages to kill many shooter boys. And now fights the Big Mac in close combat. Shooter boys following. And yeah, elamaunt has the advantage in this fight. Now he should just take care not to lose his Big Mac. Crazy fight. I'm not even sure who's on top. Too many shooter boys and slugger boys have died for both players, so it's hard to tell. But Jandy's Big Mac now has more HP. It had less HP for a while, now it has more HP. Anyways, the game is not about to end here, so we will still have some fight. It seems like this Big Mac was bugged, close combat bug. He goes in without order. Very annoying stuff. 115 to 20 economy for elamaunt. I'm surprised no economy boom here. 3 of his listening posts aren't upgraded. What the hell? But we have the same economy on the other side, almost the same. 115 to 10 for Jandy. He makes 2 more shoot-up boys. The slugger boys might die in here. A misclick from elamaunt. Bad move. Get reinforced, but anyways it will die. Yeah, the teleport game in here. Who has the better teleport in the big mech? It's a very important thing. So now Jandy with 3 squads of shoot-up boys. I'm not sure what will elamaunt do. Jandy also a much better map control. He captures the 3rd critical location. And what upgrade is this? Armor upgrade almost ready. Same for elamaunt, same timing. Elamaunt's economy is better though. So we'll see if this will play in his favor. Economy or bigger army. For now elamaunt doesn't have a chance against this army. Maybe storm boys are a good idea in this matchup. I don't think so though. They are pretty economy consuming, if I can say so. They need constant reinforcing, as you can see, Overwatch. So even elamaunt with a higher economy, he invests all of this requisition in the Storm Boy Overwatch. I think shoot-up boys are a better thing in this matchup, in work mirror. Again, both players teleporting at the same time. Storm Boy is completely useless in here. There are too many shoot-up boys from Jandy. Way too many. Custom gadgets research for elamaunt and another squad of shoot-up boys. Now elamaunt's economy gets worse. 98 to 30 against 122 to 20. Very good job by Jandy. 3 squads of shoot-up boys he gets them reinforced all the time. And also the take and hold victory, 3 critical locations controlled. Crazy, very well played here. Also worth mentioning that Jandy was playing much more actively than elamaunt before this tournament. As I was also mentioning in other videos, players just see a tournament and get out of inactivity and register to the tournament, and they might have some bad games. Not that bad for elamaunt though, but still, it's quite hard after being inactive to face a very active player. Again, Storm Boys by elamaunt, this is definitely not a good idea. As we can see here, they get killed instantly, and GG gets called. 8 minutes game on Meeting of Minds. That's not very usual. But yeah, much better unit choice by Jandy. And a superior map control, 3 critical locations. Yeah, everything was done right. While elamaunt has done some mistakes with his Storm Boys and a bit of greed with economy. He went for an economy focused game somewhere in the middle. At the 5th minute he started building more generators. upgrading listening posts while not having enough army. So 3 squads of shooter boys from Jandy have managed to gain a huge advantage. Storm boys did not help at all. Maybe not a very good unit, not a very good usage of the Storm boys as well from elamaunt. He had to get at least 2 squads a bit reinforced and then jump in with all the army, try to push back those shooter boys. And here we have the score: 43 units killed by Jandy against 24 by elamaunt. On resources it's pretty close, and Jandy comes on top in the end because he had 3 critical locations controlled. This gives him plus 18 requisition as well on income. And in the end he also had higher income than elamaunt. And on technology, Jandy is also on top. More reinforced units and more unit upgrades. Very well played by Jandy, and not a very good game from elamaunt. It was kinda one-sided, to be honest. So let's see the second one on Blood River. At the bottom side of the map, MauGan goes to Slugger Boys, Boys Hut and Generator, Standard. Yeah, he wants to make the shooter boys. As you can see, he sets the rally point on the strategic point nearby, so that means the shooter boys will get out of this barracks. And Big Mech, of course. At the top side of the map, elamaunt. And the opening is different this time. No shooter boys, and goes for the Big Mech instead. And also, as I have mentioned in the previous videos, because he does not make these shooter boys, he will be able to build another generator very quickly and upgrade all these listening posts as well. So this is an economy focused opening, I would say. Pretty risky though. Even, yeah, for this map it's quite risky. There is always a risk that the other guy will do a banner and try to push you, get even this point maybe from you. And Big Mech at the start can counter these shooter boys, one squad. So I don't even know what's better. And again, because elamaunt does not make these shooter boys at the start, he might have a difficult time getting a relic. Was it against Wolf that he has not managed to get a relic? I do not remember. Second generator now, just like I said. And also the shooter boys. And upgrades the second listening post. So he will have a very good economy even on 4 strategic points. 74 to 10 economy here, a banner on the way. Also 2 listening posts upgraded. The thing is, elamaunt needs a relic and he might have trouble getting it. We'll see. 2 banners from Jandy instantly. He wants that pile of guns and armor upgrade. First banner for elamaunt. Third LP2 upgrade. 80 to 20 economy, it will be 86 very soon. So we have 86 to 20 against 86 to 10. elamaunt just wants to defend this relic. He wants to make sure he will get it. As long as the players will have an equal map control, they have equal chances to win. And with a slight advantage on the energy income for elamaunt, he might even succeed in the end, gain a bigger advantage. Pilo guns will be up soon for elamaunt. Not yet placed. Oh, it's placed on this relic for Jandy. Another shooter boy squad. So I wonder, will Jandy go again for shooter boy mass? We'll see. 92 to 20. Economy here for elamaunt. Second banner. He needs the armor upgrade. That's why he needs this banner. Without 2 banners you cannot make the armor upgrade. And also makes the second squad of shooter boys. elamaunt does not want to repeat the same mistake as in the previous game, going for the storm boys. He will need more shooter boys. These slugger boys might get killed here. Got trapped in this corner. Yeah, they will go down. Not even worth reinforcing them. It would be a waste. 5th LP2, no, 4th LP2 for elamaunt. We have 92 to 10 for Jandy against 98 to 20 for elamaunt on economy, and here we have a fight. elamaunt's big making a heavy cover with some shooter boys having the advantage here, clearly. And now with this LP2 upgraded, they can retreat under the LP2 and fight. Good fight for elamaunt, I would say. And 110 to 20 economy now. It looks like the Gretchens want to tie up some shooter boys or what. It won't work. Again, this close combat bug, and you need to get your big mech inside a listening post or any other building, and the bug will fix itself. I guess that's how it works. A few more minutes to go. 3rd shooter boy squad for Jandy. And blast year upgrade. What do we have here? I guess the armor was made. 45 population cap for elamaunt. These slugger boys probably will die. They want to decap this. They won't even decap and get killed. Very sad. Jandy engages. He wants to destroy this. Kills the Gretchens quickly. elamaunt does not react. And elamaunt with 3 shooter boy squads now. He has the shooter boy advantage now, and also makes the blast here. 98 to 20 economy. Both players having 3 shooter boy squads now, but clearly elamaunt has a bigger army, and also the custom gadgets on the big mech. It also gives some sort of armor boost. Basically units getting lower damage or something, I'm not very sure, but I think it gives such a bonus. Ready for Jandy as well now, but it looks like his army got surrounded. He might be able to save his big mech with the help of teleport, but the other shooter boys will die. Yeah, clearly shooter boys outnumbering Jandy's works. The blue works become victorious. Jandy just loses his army and says GG. I'm not sure what was his economy in the end. But elamaunt had 2 critical locations as well under control. They pretty solid economy. Well played. Let's see the stats. Closer than the previous game, 46 units killed by elamaunt against 33 for Jandy. And only one building got destroyed in this game, the listening post on elamaunt relic. However, this did not help. And on economy it was quite close. So it looks like who makes more shooter boys becomes victorious in this matchup. Or maybe the first to get a war truck out sometimes. It depends on the map as well. But clearly going for Storm Boys wasn't a good idea in the first game for elamaunt. I think that lost him the game. One more game left. On Fata Morga. Very popular map in the last years, very balanced. And good for most matchups. At the top side, elamaunt with Orks goes for the boys hut and generator. 2 slugger boys, 2 Gretchens. At the bottom side, we have Jandy with banner opening. Will he cancel the banner? Let's see. I would be surprised if he plays like this. Shooter boys and Big Mac instantly ordered. And it's... Jandy probably will go on this side quickly and with some kind of rush. He might be able to push this point. And maybe even this one, and get them from elamaunt. Otherwise, I do not see the reason why he would go for a banner. He probably wants to rush and outnumber elamaunt's Orks at the start. No shooter boys in this game for elamaunt, only Big Mac for the start. And that's why this build is sometimes risky. Against a banner opening, it might be a bit too risky. Fast LP2 in the base. Also, yeah, shooter boy is not even capturing a point here at home. They go right for elamaunt's base. They might even be able to decap this. Big Mac is out. Goes in the right direction and meets the shooter boys here. Will they decap this point? No, they fail. Jandy probably hasn't even ordered them to decap because too many of them will die. I'm not sure though. One shooter boy gets killed. And elamaunt will need to upgrade this LP2 as fast as possible. He also makes the shooter boys. But no energy for elamaunt. He upgraded this one instead. And this is probably a mistake. He needs this LP2. And he did not cancel in here. Very risky. Now we need to see if he will be able to hold this position. Clearly outnumbered here by Jandy, so many shooter boys and slugger boys, only Big Mac remains alive. Elamaunt loses the slugger boys. Very risky position right now for elamaunt. 68-0 still for Jandy, and one more squad of shooter boys is out. Yeah, this point will get destroyed most likely and decapped. Just like I've predicted. I do not remember these games from the spring, so... But it's pretty obvious. If Jandy starts with banner opening, he wants to rush in here. And it was also pretty unexpected for elamaunt. No generator yet on the way. Jandy has the resources though, he can place it. And goes for it now. He controls all of his points, no critical locations yet. 2 squads of shooter boys here, slugger boys. 74 to 0 against 68 to 10 for elamaunt. Not a very big economy difference. And elamaunt now will have the pile guns. He wants the big shooters on the shooter boys and the 3rd squad of shooter boys out. Again, elamaunt loses both of his slugger boy squads pretty early in the game. I think he could have saved these ones, but he just simply did not look in there. These slugger boys might die, however big mech tanks most of the damage. And still the slugger boy will die, yeah. Now elamaunt might even manage, only if he focused the big mech. He needs to focus the big mech with the shooter boys and kill it. Big mech gets attached. Army advantage now for elamaunt, but the economy on requisition at least is a bit lower. Will the big mech die? Very nice jump with the big mech in there, and Jandy's big mech gets killed. Very nicely done by elamaunt at this counter attack. But still he does not control these 2 points. It's very critical on the economy side. No slugger boys out. He wants to destroy Jandy's economy. He wants to decap maybe this side of the map. Only if he would get in here and destroy the banner as well. It could be great. But I guess he doesn't know. Builds the banner. He needs armor upgrade and slugger boys badly. He also must decap this point. 80 to 10 economy for Jandy against 68 to 10 for elamaunt. And Jandy now starts taking this point from elamaunt's side. Big mech on the way now that he has enough resources. And he can also make the armor upgrade very soon. This banner might eventually get destroyed, and also the Gretchens get killed. Nice job here on this map by elamaunt, but still his economy is very low. He forgot about the economy. And I'm not sure why he runs away with this huge army from these shooter boys. It's very strange. Why is he scared? He could clearly get into this shooter boy army and destroy it. Very strange from elamaunt's side. I think he could have won the game only if he killed all these shooter boys, and he could have done that. Well, it's easy to also talk from the observer mode. Maybe he thought it would be a bit risky, not worth it, who knows. Custom gadgets research on the way, and blast here, no armor. He hits blast here first, and then he will go for the armor upgrade, probably. He sees that Jandy took his point, very sad situation. One more squad of shooter boy being ordered for elamaunt. He will have 4 squads of shooter boys. And no economy. Or maybe he wants to use that squad and take these points back. Who knows? So let's see the fight in here. This squad of slugger boys of Jandy and with a big mech, they want to tie up this one, no? It looks like Jandy wins in this fight because of this Big Mac with a Slugger Boys squad. And a lot of shooter boys of elamaunt getting killed. Yeah, bad fight for elamaunt here. Jandy caught him off guard. elamaunt needs to retreat, but he can't really reinforce and get the army back fast enough. He has lost so much and he does not have the necessary amount of income and requisition to reinforce the army in time and constantly. But it's still not over. There is still some hope. Will this Big Mac go down? 3 squads of shooter boys for Jandy. Again, I teleport, intense fight. So it still looks like these shooter boys have the armor upgrade, otherwise they would get killed much faster. They probably do have the armor upgrade. 98 to 10 economy for Jandy. And he has 2 points from elamaunt's map side. Strange war banner position though. All the war banners usually must be in the base in a much safer location. With exception of a few matchups. Now here Jandy manages to lose his Big Mac. Not sure how he lost it. And again elamaunt has a little advantage on the army. Yeah, elamaunt should have considered going back and take his map side. It was a big mistake from him. Just take these points. A very strange play. If he took these points back like 3 minutes ago, he could have won already. But the economy simply does not allow him. He is limited only by economy in this game. And he gave up on his own points. Again, Big Mac is up for Jandy and it gets worse and worse. The longer the game goes, the worse it gets for elamaunt. Because of this huge economy difference. Nice focus on the Big Mac, but it won't help, I think. Jandy manages to fight all these Orks back with a full HP Big Mac, but now again it will die. How many times did this Big Mac get killed? 3 times, and now it will be the 4th maybe. Again, a counterattack by elamaunt. What's going on in this game? So much back and forth. Well, the economy will win in the end, I'm pretty sure. But elamaunt manages to put up a great fight with such a low economy. And he also has this custom gadgets research on the Big Mac, while Jandy doesn't. Not enough energy for Jandy to go for it, I guess. Yeah, it's too sad that elamaunt gave up on these 2 points. And it's too sad that he lost both of his Slugger boys at the start. Only now Blaster upgrade for Jandy is on the way and restores the third squad of shooter boys. Still 68 to 10 economy here. It's way too low. elamaunt tries to destroy the pile of guns. Hasn't managed. Loses his Gretchens in here. He sees that Big Mac is quite low on HP, he wants to attack and kill it maybe. Well, a pretty good game on the action side. A very weird one on the economy side though. I'm not sure what's going on in elamaunt's head during this game. Usually he prefers to go for a huge economy boom. Now he completely gave up on it. 140-20 economy, huge economy advantage still for Jandy, gets better and better. Loses an LP2 here, but it's not a problem. Now his Big Mac gets the custom gadgets research upgrade as well, and Jandy has more economy to reinforce his units. And at the next attack I'm pretty sure he will win the fight. He just can reinforce his army constantly because of this economy advantage. Gets a bit lower, but no problem. 91-20 against 67-9. Tier 2 banner on the way for elamaunt. But this tier 2 will be useless without economy again. Looks like elamaunt trapped himself in here. Here we will have the final fight. Yeah, the Jandy's army is now stronger, elamaunt loses his Big Mac, GG gets called, and Jandy wins the semifinals 2-1. Very strange game though, this third one. Why would he give these 2 points to Jandy so easily? Why would he give up on these points? I have no idea. I just do not understand what he tried to do. But congratulations to Jandy, well played indeed. And he has won all the previous best of 3s until the semifinals. He deserves this victory and goes into the grand final. Let's take a look at the score. elamaunt even managed to kill more Orks. But look at this economy. It's 2000 resources difference in Jandy's favor. On requisition. On energy it was closer, but the requisition is very important. So Jandy wins, obviously. It looked like elamaunt's army was the entire game almost stronger until the end. But because of this economy difference, Jandy manages to win. Well, congratulations. The next video will be a series of games from the loser bracket from another player, which I haven't covered in this tournament. So there will be around 3 games in a video. So stay tuned, leave your feedback below the video, leave a like or dislike, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.